Our world is the most incredible place. We have a moral obligation to look after our planet. We have a moral obligation to look after one another. It is not our planet to destroy, to exploit.
The Pacific is fighting back, and rightly so, because we are at the front lines of climate change.
We are witnessing the largest and fastest military buildup since World War II.
World military expenditure passed $2 trillion for the first time. What Ukraine has shown us is that war is always a possibility.
Anyone listening right now knows there's great uncertainty in the world. A global pandemic, climate challenges, and geopolitical strategic competition and conflict have really shaken our sense of security at the very core.
History has shown that you can't run forever from engaging with the rest of the world. You know, as much as you want to try and maybe keep everything within your own borders, you'll always end up within this global conversation.
The East-West Center's ability to provide that space for conversation is really critical at a time when democracy is contested, global order is contested, globalization is contested. Here's a neutral space where you can come and have those very difficult discussions.
The mission of the East-West Center, as it was designed in 1960, when then Senator Lyndon Johnson really brought this to Congress, that there needed to be a place where we could promote understanding among people and nations. And that's really a result of the devastation of World War II.
The founding of the East-West Center comes at an extraordinarily convergent time when America's Pacific presence played an important role in the redevelopment and development of shattered Asian societies after the war. And so the East-West Center was critical for training people who became social scientists, educators, political leaders, media persons. The East-West Center was part of the human infrastructure that rebuilt Asia.
One of the major accomplishments really is today the 68,000 alumni, 53 chapters around the globe who have been change makers in their communities. Whenever I meet alumni from around the world, they will come up and say that the East-West Center has changed their lives because they came out with an understanding of the world that they never had. And this kind of model that starts here in Hawaii has expanded to Washington, D.C.
Our programmatic effort in Washington brings the best of American and Asian thinking about contemporary issues to the policy-relevant communities in the governments on Capitol Hill. So the activities we do, whether we're doing capacity building, professional training, leadership development, research and conferences, dialogues, those are tool sets for bringing Americans and Asians together to share perspectives, assumptions, find common ground. And that's the central mission at a time when, due to the greater complexity of global issues and Indo-Pacific issues, there are very few spaces to train a next generation to be able to do that.
The Indo-Pacific is really in the national and global spotlight today. It makes up 50% of the globe, with over 50% of the population. The largest nation, China, the largest democracy, India. People are focusing on the Indo-Pacific. And I think it is a great opportunity for us, given where we are and who we are, to share why Asia matters for America, why the Pacific matters for America, and why does America matter for Asia and the Pacific.
There's a lot of forces that make the Indo-Pacific kind of the next big region, but also there's a lot of threats to democracy there. Democracy globally is under attack, but in these regions I really think is where we can really make a difference. Helping young leaders learn the best practices to fight corruption, to promote good governance, to take on the threat of authoritarianism that's really spreading all over the region and the world.
We are seeing a different kind of competition around the Pacific. On the one hand, the Pacific Islands have become important as a reminder of the dangers of climate change and as advocates for doing something about climate change. But the geopolitical and geoeconomic context has also made them susceptible to more and more competition. So naturally, we're seeing much more interest in the Pacific Islands. And East-West Center started working on the Pacific Islands long before any institution worked on Pacific Islands. And so that legacy is being re-energized in a way that meets the demands of our time.
Given everything that's happening around the globe, the uncertainty, all of the challenges that we are collectively facing, there is much opportunity, an opportunity to see that we have more in common than we do not. An opportunity to see that there's more that connects us than does not connect us. If we understand that we need to really build and equip the next generation of leaders to solve those challenges of common concern, we can help to build a better world.